So we are able to test the commands just by choosing. So take a look here. Output 1, select input 1. How about output 1, select input 8, which on the face of my HD light matrix, currently output 1 is selecting source 1. So we'll go ahead and test the output 1, select source 8. And now we see that it has moved. And we also see the confirmation at the bottom of the screen there. It's very easy. And we're not going to go over as much detail as we did in the RS-232 manager because so much actually carries over from the RS-232 manager to the TCP/IP manager, doesn't it? So what we're going to do now is create our own TCP/IP protocol. So as a reminder, in the IP testing, no master controllers needed. Now, so how do you create your IP codes? Typically, it's the exact same document you're looking at as the RS-232. So in fact, in our in this product's case, in the manual, we're looking at the RS-232s. And we even tell you here that RS-232, USB, TCP/IP command list. So any of those control formats carry the same codes. And we have this switching command here, SPO, XX, SI, YY. Signal processing, output XX, value 01 through 08, your output number. Select input YY, again, 01 through 08, your input number. Very easy, right? So how do we do this? If I'd like to create my own library, I do a big blue plus for a new. I'm going to put this on my desktop. Again, do not save it in the same location as our default directory. You will lose your work there. And I'm going to call this the custom key digital. Now this is going to be an IP library. So let me just call this actually the custom HD light, as a means of having a different name from what you saw there in the RS-232 video. Small blue plus now to create a product, provide a brand name and a product category so that we can use it in our modular system. Okay, here we are. Very good. Provide some classifications for our software to know about it. And again, I'm not going to go into all the details as we did in the RS-232 manager. You should probably watch that if you want to see information about all of the codes and the clone output 1, that kind of thing. I'm going to do it rather briefly. So common all is the commands that apply to the unit as a whole. So we will, not test function, but add function. Here we are. Let's do a power off and a power on. Why not? What did those commands look like? You probably recall from the RS-232 video a moment ago. PN and PF. Excuse me. Function name, without rushing through this. Power on. This is what I'd like to name it. Whereas the action ID that I chose there, this is also a name, but it's provided from a predetermined list versus naming it whatever I'd like in the function name. Now function data is where this is what the command looks like. We're going to terminate it with a carriage return. So I could test this out here. There we are. It's working. I see on the face of my unit that it's turned on here. Very good. I'm booting up now. So the commands are working.